Hello, hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to be going over what do the different Kaijus give you, or Titans, right? In the code they're called Kaijus. So the Desert, Ice, and Forest Titan, and we're also going to go over the different King Titans. There are 4 King Titan loot tables. Alright, so we're going through the code and going through the different loot that each one can drop. And so just to let you know, this is a little convoluted, right? The loot table you're seeing here on the screen, it references items, and then but this is all references to other blueprints, which are references from other blueprints, which are references from other blueprints. So yeah, so as you get as you go follow the chain backwards as best you can, you may find that there may be some other loot tables linked to it, like the King Kaiju, for instance, has the supply drops from the island. The white drops are linked to it for some reason. Whether it drops those items or not, I can't say. I just know that further back in the line of code, there is some things like that. So there may be some things that drop that aren't on these lists, but this is what you're most likely going to find, the list that we're going to be showing you today. All right, it's kind of like the OSDs. There is no element listed in the drops. So after so many rounds, really high rounds, you might actually start getting element, even though element isn't listed on the list. So they made this easy on themselves. They made one basically Kaiju. So they did like a base Kaiju code, and then they just duplicated it for each one. So the Desert, Forest, and Ice Titans all have the same exact loot. Right, so no matter which one you kill, you'll get the same things. That said, you only have a chance of getting some of these things. So it may seem different, but they're from the same list. All right, and so the loot you can get off of the 3 different Titans. All right, now keep in mind, some of this can be changed. All this can be easily changed by the devs and come in here and push some buttons and choose a few things and just swap it out. So as of right now, this is the list. All right. So the common items they can drop is going to be flak, riot, fur, and ghillie. And then the weapons they can drop is going to be compound bow. This is the simple pistol, fabricated shotgun, so pump action shotgun. The names back here always throw me off based on from the names in the actual game. Fab pistol, fab sniper, the long neck, the assault rifle, the sword. Right, and those are going to have a 30% chance of being able to be a blueprint. So as you can see, your chance to be a blueprint is 30% chance. So and then under rare items, we can get the tech armor, the tech rifle, sword, and the tech sniper. This one always throws me off. This is a railgun. And it has says force blueprint is on. So the tech gear that drops from this, according to this, if you get tech gear from a Titan, it should be a blueprint. But again, I didn't name this force blueprint, so that's only an assumption. All right, so if that's wrong, let us know in the comments below that you're actually getting tech items and not just the blueprints. All right, because it says force blueprint. So technically, if it drops from this list, it should be a blueprint. But again, I didn't write the code, so I can't say for sure that that's exactly what that means. All right, but chance to be blueprint is 0. So if you are getting blueprints, it's because of this right here. And the max quality is 3 for the tech gear. Right, then under very rare, we're going to have the mech equipment, right? We have the missile pod, the shield, and the siege cannon. And these are set to force blueprint as well. A chance to be blueprint, no chance. So if you're getting blueprints, it's because of the force blueprint option. They could drop element, sniper ammo, advanced rifle ammo, shotgun shells, advanced bullets, the mech rocket pods, the mech cannon shells. Oh, and of course, the Titans are also going to drop their trophies, which you will need to summon the King Titan. So the Desert, Ice, and Forest Titan all drop the same stuff. All right, so now we have several different types of King Titans. All right, so the King Titan, as far as I can tell, the one wandering the world, all right, drops a different loot than the one you summon to fight as a boss. The King Titan that wanders the world has a chance of dropping all kibbles. So we go in and look at, pretty much has all the kibbles it can drop. All right, it can also drop the soups, heals, so 14 soups and heals. So most of those, I'm not going to bother putting these in the spreadsheet or really going over those. You can pause if you want to read which ones they are, but it's pretty much everything. All right, and then quality blueprints. All right, so it drops blueprints. All right, we have 3 different blueprint entries. The armor It's going to be between a quality of 5.5 and 7.5. Right, and Force Blueprint is on, so it's guaranteed to be a blueprint. Chance to be blueprint override is 100% as well. Right, and the items, of course, are going to be Fur, Chitin, Gilly, Flak, and Riot. All right, so pretty much all the armor except tech there. All right, next we're going to have weapons. All right, remember, these are quality blueprints. Weapons are going to be between 5.5 and 7.5 quality. And the weapons it's going to be able to drop is going to be the metal pick, metal hatchet, a pike, sickle, a gun, which a simple pistol, the double barrel shotgun, the long neck, crossbow, compound bow, crossbow again, the simple pistol again, a fab pistol, a pump action shotgun, the fab sniper, the assault rifle, the double barrel shotgun again, and the sword. Right, and those are guaranteed blueprints. And then guaranteed blueprint for saddles. This is probably what you're all looking for. We have 54 saddles. All right, it's a lot of saddles to go over. All right, but it's going to be a lot of them. Almost pretty much all the saddles that drop on extinction, basically. We have the Capro, the Sarco, Ankylo, Atero, Pterodon, Doed, Terrorbird, Mammoth, Iguanodon, the Moose, Gallimimus, the Apache Rhino, the Stego, Aloe, Argentavis, Arthro, Baryonyx, I didn't mean to click that, Beaver, Carno, Calico, Daedon, Dire Bear, Equus, Gigant, which we've come to find out means Giga and Cardcar. Alright, the Megalosaurus, Megatherium, Apache Rhino, Eraser saddle platform. And you notice some of these in here twice. I think that's just so they can weight it more, for you're more likely to drop that than something else. The Parasaddle, which I think is Parasaur, Pelisaddle, Fioma, Kangaroo, Quetz platform, Raptor, Rex, Rhino, Saber, Moose again, Tapajahara, Therizino, Thylacoleo, Toad, Trike, Turtle, Yudi, Gotcha. Right, so this is where we're going to get some of the extinction saddles. We're going to get a good gotcha saddle from them. Gasback saddles, Ice Jumper saddles, so the Manic Armor, the Owl saddles, Spineless, so Volanosaur, Doggo, Dread saddle, and Gigantoraptor saddles. All right, so those are all the saddles that are going to drop as blueprints. And they're going to be between 5.7 and 7.5. So these are going to be really, really strong blueprints. If you have a crafter, these are probably way too powerful for your crafter. And again, this references other references that reference other references. So there may be more items than what's on this list, but this should be what you're most likely going to get. All right, and then under the next set, we have item traits. Okay, so we have all the melee, as you can see here, all the melee traits. Right, all the projectile traits. And I should mention these traits are not the lower traits, right? These are what we called greater traits in previous videos, because they don't actually have a name, even though in the code, the weaker versions of these traits are lesser and moderate, and these have no tag on the end, so these are the best. All right, so these are the best traits you can get. So he has all of the best traits, all right, for the, and they're just kind of separated out. Melee, armor, gun, projectile so far, right? And that's all the traits that this guy has. He has all of those, though. All right, so that's the loot you can get from the Wandering King Titan. But what about the ones you spawn in? So the King Titans you spawn in, Gamma, Beta, and Alpha, they drop their trophies, they drop flags, and they all basically have the same loot table, kind of like the previous Titans. So basically the difference between the different loot tables, we're going to show you the Alpha loot table here, but the Gamma and Beta loot table will be the same. The difference is going to be quality. All right, so Gamma falls between a quality of 1 to 4.5. Okay, and the quality for Beta is going to be between 3.5 and 5.5. Okay, and then the quality for Alpha is going to be between 4 and 8. Alpha also has a blueprint chance of 30%. The low Beta and Gamma don't have a blueprint chance, although some things are set to Force blueprint, so you can get them, like the tech gear is set to Force blueprint. Of course, the loot you can get from the King Titans is going to be very similar, right? It's going to the other ones: Flak, Riot, Fur, Gilly, and Tech as the armor. For weapons, we have compound bow, simple pistol, pump action shotgun, fab pistol, fab sniper, the long neck, assault rifle, sword. So very similar. And then, of course, we have the tech armor and the tech rifle, sword, and sniper. And these are set to Force blueprint as well. So these should be blueprints. Again, It just depends on what that name actually means. All the King Titans have the same saddle list as the one we just went over, so we're going to go over all 54 saddles once again. All right, and you can see number 53 here. It's because it starts at 0, so there's 54. All right, and then on the Alpha King Titan, the chance for the saddles to be a blueprint is set to 0. So this may change, but it's set to Force blueprint. So these should be blueprints as well. Right, and then under very rare, it's going to be mech. We're going to have the mech gear again. Missile pods, shields, siege cannons. They're set to Force blueprint, but 0% chance to be a blueprint. So it depends how Force blueprint works once again. I don't know where the code for Force blueprint is, as all of this stuff in here is references to something else put into here, and it means something to whoever wrote it. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm right about what Force blueprint is. So I'm just kind of erring on the side of caution. I assume Force blueprint means it will be guaranteed to be blueprint, but then again, it may not. Other than, of course, the King Titan gives element rockets, sniper ammo, advanced rifle ammo, shotgun shells, advanced bullet, metal arrows, mech rocket pods, mech cannon shells, anti-fire grenades, explosive spears, gas grenades, poison grenades, and C4. All right, and then the King Titan also gives ammo, a little bit more than the other Titans do. All right, so you can get element rocket pods, cannon shells. This will be true of all the Titans, King Titans that you summon. All right, and then we'll have advanced sniper bullets, advanced rifle, shotgun, advanced bullets, compound bow arrow. This is called metal arrow, I believe, on the front end. All right, and then we have the anti-fire grenades, so the fire suppression grenades. We have the weapon spear explosives, so the new spear. Right, gas grenades, poison grenades, the normal grenade here, just called weapon grenade, C4, and rockets. All right, and I believe you can also get the C4 detonators as well. And those are all the items you should expect from the different Titans. If you haven't seen it, make sure to check out the OSD loot tables and the cave loot tables. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.